Another episode of Thursday Night Evolve, and you guys are going to be shocked tonight because I have a guest commentator up with me at the commentators table. Matt Lauder 53 over from WWE. How you doing tonight?
You know, I just want to say, Assassin, I respect the heck out of you, but why are you stealing my thunder? I get that it's your show, but you invite me here as a guest commentator. What am I supposed to be? A guest, but not really a guest? Really a guest to call in between action? Let me tell you something. I'm paid not in between the matches. I'm paid from entrance, from the first theme song to the bell. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And tonight, I will say, I'm taking pennies from here. But you know what? I'm probably getting paid more than the wrestlers, because let's be honest, they shouldn't be paid as much as me. I mean, you called me here. Obviously, I'm worth more than to them. These people, to withhold this audience from leaving, because that's my job as commentator. It's to entertain, and it's to tell a narrative just as much as the wrestlers in the ring. And you, Assassin, you and I, we're going to make a good team right here on the commentary desk. Anybody who's got a problem with my commentary, I got two words for you. And for all the PG people out here, I won't say it. But I will say this. You don't like it? Do it yourself, and then tell me how it is when people leave you. But tonight we have Kevin Show, a lightweight. But let me tell you something, just because he's a lightweight doesn't mean anything when it comes to wrestling, because wrestling can change the world in a heartbeat. You can have the worst guy in the ring. You can have the smallest guy in the ring, like Rey Mysterio or Hornswoggle, and pull out a win on a guy like the Great Khali. You never know. And I'm not trying to discredit Kevin Show. I'm trying to make you all care about Kevin Show. Because let me tell you something. Kevin wants to dress up as an Egyptian. But you know what? I'll suspend my opinion on him for now, because I am a guest, hence I don't come here often, which also means I'm special, mind all of you. No, not special ed. That's for guys. That's for the main eventers like Braden and Troy. But here is MK. Let me tell you something. This heavyweight is a brute. He likes to ground and pound his opponents into the dirt, into the mat. He doesn't care whether he does it by his fists or his boots. He will put you in the dirt. MK gearing up tonight. No one cares. Get to talking about the wrestlers. To Darius, I've got 3 fingers up and the middle one's for you. That's what I think about you. Now, as far as MK goes, tonight we will see these two men clash in the ring, and I can only wonder what kind of electricity we will have in the ring tonight. Will these two put on the chemistry of a lifetime like lightning in a bottle, or will we see nothing as there was an attempt against the rope super kick right there on the jaw, knocking down MK. Kevin Show establishing the early advantage, which is good. Keep up there. Strong performance from Kevin so far. However, MK quickly counters, putting him in the corner.
There we go.
Let's see, Kevin knows better. He works out of the corner and hits a body slam there. Stomping away. Oh, but quickly MK sucking it in with a roll-up. No. We're getting our hopes up. Super kick attempt, but MK stepped back, grabbed him from behind, and delivered a powerful Russian leg sweep. And his leg and a leg takedown there on MK. Taking him up to his knees. Kevin Show now loses control in the blink of an eye. However, we're going to dance to and fro as Kevin Show delivers a Pele kick right on the top of the head. And now MK's on the ground. Kevin Show has the advantage early on. That's good. Another Pele kick there. MK's got to find a way to work out of this, to change the momentum, because right now Kevin Show on a roll. Oh, as he hits him with the boots across the jaw in the corner. And now perched upon the top rope, looking to fall down upon MK. Decides differently. Forearm to the face. Slingshot to the ropes, and oh my gosh, a Canadian destroyer. Could you ask for a better move out of nowhere to get early control? MK's head has got to be pulsing in pain as there's an RKO! RKO! Over that ref, 1, 2, down, 2.5 near fall. And I thought for sure MK dropped on the top of his head, the smudging of his hair as the center of his skull, the fragile part, the one that gives more give, was struck, and then Kevin Cho dropped him on his face, but MK somehow found a way to power out. Gotta commend him for that. Yeah, it looks, the move does look familiar. It's almost like everybody here uses it. Kevin Cho now with the table in hand, sets it up in the ring. MK, however, grabbing steel steps. Kevin Cho springboard off the... ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize. It seems Botchamania has entered the building, checked Kevin Cho into the hotel, because Kevin Cho missed it there. But, however, he seems to shake off the steel steps effect to being struck with them, and is now back inside the ring, holding down the fort, so to speak. MK now pacing the ring, trying to think of the best way to attack this. He gets inside the ring. MK, runs right into the running knee from Kevin Cho, but no, that's not going to get MK. Not even a 1 count, but that right! What an RKO out of nowhere again! Kevin Cho stunning the world as he's got him, sizing him up! As he's got him up high on his shoulders, here it comes, a power bomb onto his legs! Project Chimpa, as WWE would call it. And a project it was that ended in MK's destruction on his spinal cord, but MK finding a way to deliver a powerful back body drop right on the neck of Kevin Cho. Flipping his spinning heel kick, Irish whipping him, table folds, drop kick once, twice. MK dialing up with that one leg, just him into a neck breaker. Ladies and gentlemen, MK, despite taking a beating, he's trying to turn the tide, but Kevin Cho got him with the Hammer Rock DDT. That might be it. 1, 2, no. 2 count. 2. 2.5. 2 3/4 maybe. We will keep getting these near falls as MK seizing the table away from Kevin Cho. Cho with the springboard and rams his back right into the nose of MK. MK clearly stunned by that. Once again, Kevin Cho working on the face of MK. He's already crippled it with 2 RKOs as he decided to brag, and it might cost him. MK Irish whipping him, pulling him back into a knee to the gut. Kevin Cho's ribs just hurting there. And now Kevin Cho, bang, leg kick to the top of the head. Once again, MK suffering a beating to his head. And Kevin Cho goes after the rib cage with a senton off the top turnbuckle. 2 count. 3, no. 2.5. It was a millisecond away. We were a hair away. Oh, wait. Oh, MK twists him around. Shades of Stone Cold Steve Austin. But Cho had a well scouted a back elbow to the back of the head of MK. And now MK falls. I thought, and MK sucking it in. Wow, grabbing the leg and performing a picture-perfect textbook takedown. And Kevin Cho quickly twisting it by grabbing his arm. MK trying to dodge it. Smart move. MK backed up out of the way and let Kevin Cho make the mistake. Good strategy. MK, wherever, tossing him into the corner. MK's got him where he wants him now. Stomps the gut, and now, like I said, the ground and pound game, except it's with his boots, as he stomps a hole into the chest of Kevin Cho in the corner. Oh, but Kevin Cho quickly reversed him, looking for the knee. No, MK, Russian leg sweep. And now MK, despite being gassed, has momentum as he sizes him up. Here it comes, the strong dog. Stunner, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2. No. Kick out at 2. Unfortunately for MK, he finally connected with his first stunner of the night, but Kevin Shaw found a way to stay alive. Evolve is starting off white hot, and so far so good for the viewers. Maybe not so much for the two men possessing the ring, as they have been beaten and battered so far. MK just resulting in stomping at the legs of Kevin Cho, tossing him into the corner where there was a table that he propped up, and Kevin Cho rolled around like Shawn Michaels on a good day when he wants to sell to Hulk Hogan. As now a suplex by MK as he wants to work the back. He definitely wants to work the midsection of Kevin Cho, as that seems to be where he's been targeting most of the time so far in this match. MK getting back inside the ring, looking for the RKO again. MK doesn't bite, but this time he will, as he eats a Pele kick from Kevin Cho. Does a front flip. Senton now. And now Cho out of the corner, sizing up. Oh, looking for the knockout elbow. But oh, MK dodged it. These two just trying, but Botchamania wants to withhold them. And now MK with the Michinoku driver tributes the man from Japan. 2. No, kick out at 2. Oh no. Oh, MK headbutted the referee. And now Kevin Shaw with a knee. Come on, ref. Ref. You gotta get in there. Count all day if you can. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Shaw pulls off the win. Even with the delay, MK was out of it. Knockout blow. Could you write it any better, Assassin? It's Kevin Cho looking like $1 million tonight after a solid match between these two. I wouldn't hate on either one of these men. They're both talented individuals.
I don't know, Matt, but it definitely looked like a few times that MK was going to take it over.
I know, I would agree. MK was close several times. He certainly took control, worked the back and the midsection of Kevin Cho, but Kevin Cho definitely worked the head of MK to full effect, from the back to the top of the head, and especially in the face and the jaw, where he hit the knees and the RKOs to wear him down enough to make the win happen. Putting up a great performance, working the ligaments. It was knocked out. Don't worry about it. Listen, I already said I'm paid by entrance to bell. I'm not paid to... Listen, you're paying me extra, right? A warning sign. It looks like Bray Wyatt slimmed down. They're currently waging war on stipulations. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. Would you rather me say something else to them? Oh, okay. No, all I need to say is look at Mason's name, and that's all you need to know.
I could probably fit you in somewhere. I just got to see how the show goes first.
Yo.
Hey, Mason. I will discuss all scenarios after the show. This is, for everybody in the universe that does not know, this is a non-title match.
Well, can I propose an odd question, Assassin? If these two are fighting and I just happen to roll into the ring and the ref gives me a 3 count, does that mean I become the dual-wielding champion?
No, because there was no title on the line.
That's stupid. But hey, wouldn't I get a title shot? I'm sitting behind the desk. I feel like that's the greatest opportunity of a lifetime. Then I could say I pinned the dual-wielding champion Mason Berry. I do better than Jeff Sanders. And on as a special guest, am I wrong? Am I wrong to make that statement? You can say it's messed up, but is it not fact? Wow. Well, it's objective, so it kind of overrules it. It's not subjective if I get a 3 count. If anything, that's objective. Sure, I don't have to pin him. I can submit him. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, as people have their opinions, say what they want, tonight we have the dual-wielding minor champion who holds the United States and the Intercontinental Championships. We got Mason 2 belts, as people have an apparent desire to see people holding 2 belts at one time for the past year. But nonetheless, Mason Berry certainly has put those 2 titles, one in his shoulder, one around his waist. Let me tell you something. This guy knows what he's doing. See, he won a winner-take-all match out of 3 men. Came out on the top. That takes tenacity. That takes stamina. It takes fortitude. And this man has what it takes to be an upper echelon star, and certainly a mid-card talent like no other. This man you can't miss, ladies and gentlemen. Aside from me, I'd give this man all the props in the world. And now here comes an established star in XCW. Do I need to give him an introduction? I mean, I'm only here once, so maybe I should, but do I have to? Do I have to say his name? It might hurt my throat if I do. Jeff Sanders. Sorry, I don't know what came over me there, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Sanders making his way to the ring. Let me tell you something. I might have my own personal opinions about this guy. I might not like him or even agree with anything he says. But I will say he finds a way to back up a lot of things he says. So, if anything, I respect him even though I don't like him. But that's fine, ladies and gentlemen, because let me tell you something. The man finds a way, and I said it before and I'll say it again. He backs it up, and that's what you have to be wary of when you step in the ring with Jeff Sanders. He will find a way to power through. As for Mason, he's got fortitude to become a dual-wielding champion. Now the question turns from can he be the dual-wielding champion to if he can succeed as the dual-wielding champion. It's a strictly different question that we're all plagued with now. And as for Jeff, the question becomes, can he beat the dual-wielding champion in a non-title match to earn an A-title opportunity? That's what you all have to bear in mind tonight, as these two go one-on-one against each other, even if it's not for championships. It is for a possibility of a title match. And if Jeff beats him, what kind of momentum does that give Jeff over the champion? I'll tell you, winning against the champion is a mind game that will plague a champion's mind if they are not accustomed to it. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, matchup number 2, about to get underway. And a runner there right off the bat by the dual-wielding champion Mason Berry. Oh, but Jeff Sanders, getting dumped out of the ring. Mason Berry using his agility early on. And just bouncing off the ropes, psyching out possibly Jeff Sanders, trying to get in the head. Oh, suicide dive landed on his head. Hope he's alright. That looked bad. Seems to be alright from it, but... oh, man! Oh! A pop-up European uppercut that stunned Mason Berry. And I will say Jeff Sanders is smart in the fact that he went for the head after Mason Berry's botch, but a Spanish fly turns the tide. That always finds a way to turn the tide. Look at this. Rolling him over his shoulder with ease and a knee to the jaw. Maybe a little payback there. Off going as for his head, and look at this. It's got him up on his shoulders. Ooh! I don't know what kind of damage that does aside from your spine and your knees. Look painful. And oh, Jeff Sanders just with a kick to the side of the head, suckered him in. Beautifully done by Jeff Sanders. Can't believe I'm complimenting a guy I dislike. But as I said, I will respect the man for his abilities. Oh, but wait. Mason Berry countered with a kick to the leg. Oh, and Mason Berry looking for the kick across the side of the head. But Jeff Sanders had it well scouted and delivered a thunderous clothesline, knocking the wind out of you. Mason Berry works to his feet, getting inside the ring. Do apologize. People were operating under 4 frames a second, and there's a leg sweep. Hopefully the production crew gets paid better. Assassin.
Hey.
Listen, I'm not trying to diss you. I'm just saying. We're making budget cuts here, operating at 4 frames a second. We got to do something, because this is some high-paced action right here. And I'm digging every second of it so far. And Mason Berry getting his arm tweaked back, but he elbows Jeff Sanders off him, saying, get off me. Missed the clothesline, but a leg sweep there. Takes out Jeff Sanders. Got Jeff Sanders in a headlock. Grabs him. And now looking for the brain buster there. Lands him right on his neck. Beautifully done. And all going in the corner on Jeff Sanders. Drop kick there. Bouncing off the ropes again a second time. The barbarian yell from Mason Berry as he delivers a thunderous clothesline. You almost wonder if he should be part of the War Raiders, and there's a super kick, follows it up with a straightjacket German suplex. And now Mason Berry with a backstabber so hard that Jeff Sanders basically spun like a top. And look at this, Mason Berry with an enziguri after some flashy style from the lightweight. And oh, wow, a kick right to the side of the head. I got to get out of the way. Assassin, we better move. It's not good. Don't get me wrong, people. I feel like I could, Jeff, just don't listen to what I said before on commentary. I take it back. Okay. Glad you focus on your opponent and not me. And when Jeff Sanders beats him in, the kick to the side of the head, however, Spanish Fly botched it, but caught Jeff Sanders with a knee, still dropping him down. So I guess a thumbs up, maybe. Who knows? Who knows what that took out of Mason Berry if it wasn't intended to be that way, as Jeff Sanders countered. Oh, Mason Berry shaking his head. Oh, Jeff Sanders countered right back, and he's feeling it. He's telling Mason Berry, get up. Bull hammer there. An elbow right to the jaw. Ref, get in here. What are you doing on the outside? 1, 2. Oh, see, ref, if you did your job and got in the ring in time, we would have a winner. Oh, and a guard stop. Oh my gosh! A second one was countered by Mason Berry to an RKO! No! Jeff Sanders basically pulled a John Cena and said, no, I'm kicking out at 1. And a drop kick once, twice, but Jeff Sanders turns it into a neck breaker. As he has turned the tide. Oh, Mason Berry has something to say. Spinning heel kick of his own. Tossing Jeff Sanders against the ropes. Drop kick once. Twice. If everybody does the comeback, you'd think everybody would expect the neck breaker at this point. As Mason Berry is taking back control, I'm impressed with Berry as there's a cutter. Didn't I call it? Second man tonight to do the RKO. Well, at least the form of it. At least they're not doing the diamond cutter. That'd be ultimate disrespect and a different version of the RKO. Connects on Jeff Sanders. 1, 2, 3. Mason Berry with a beautiful RKO. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the dual-wielding champion, your IC and US champion, who stands tall with an RKO catch out of nowhere that stunned. We wait for matchup number 3. I officially rest my case.
So fucking tired of it.
Till I decide I want to speak again. Got a problem with it? I don't care. If you want me to speak, guess what? I speak when I want to.
Yep.
They don't pay me enough to talk all the time for you people. It's because I choose.
Nobody says shit about it. Like, I'm so fucking done, dude.
And plus, I decide, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna talk all the thing I need is the torch of my voice when WWE is paying me the big bucks to speak for them.
XCW title.
Simple fact. I mean, more people watch, so that's not a diss on you, that's diss on ownership. Although, you could also diss the wrestlers because they're failing at entertaining people. But we can go around and around with this. You're right, I'll talk about the At least you're not, Luchasaurus. Ooh, I struck a nerve.
I don't even care, it's just so, like, I don't even care that I lost. I didn't care about that match in the first place, just like... so annoying seeing my fucking
motion. He's talented, but he goes to the motions.
No.
Just feels like I gotta move 1 mile an hour to do all this stuff. Ah, big boot. Ah, moonsault. Ah, that's such a strain. I gotta do it at 1 mile an hour. It's like a big man can't do that.
It's all good.
What? That's sexist. I want to be a female. Yeah, I'll magically change genders for you. I'll quickly cut out what's down there and replace it with something else, throw on a wig and call myself a woman. Listen, you either give me as a man or you give me with nothing at all. I botched that line, but it's fine. Don't worry, I don't botch as much as these people in the ring. Fair point. Oh, you're right, I do. Yeah, I can magically pull a woman out of my rear end. I'll figure something out. I'll be the Excalibur. I'll be the Excalibur of the series all of a sudden. I've converted into a masked woman. I have to wear the mask to hide it. I'm pretending to be a woman.
Don't have it muted, and I hope you heard every single word I said.
No, it's just...
Honestly,
it's
so
just
fucking tired of everyone taking my fucking
Christmas wrapping. It's just Christmas wrapping in the vest. Gotta wear it. I'm sorry that I'm a male commentator in my Universe Mode series and I'm not a woman. Sorry, I was born a male. I'll be sure to let you know when I become a female in my next life. I mean, you're welcome. I was Harriet Tubman in my last life. I gave up.
You heard everything I said to you guys.
Oh. So tonight, ladies and
I brought it
gentlemen,
up numerous times nicely. And nothing
we have
is done.
Thursday night
So I'm
matchup
sick
number
of it.
3. We go
done.
from the men to the women. And hopefully the stigma of AEW does not share the same light.
It's almost
as in
everyone.
XCW.
Almost.
Hopefully,
And
these
that's
two
fine.
are
That fits
actually
your gimmick.
good.
You based
Unlike
your
the
gimmick
whole
around that
AEW
move, just
roster.
like I did. I don't mind if like
I'm
two
talking
other
about the
people
women's
have it,
roster.
but like when almost the whole fucking league has
You
my
done
move,
turd.
like, shit's so annoying.
There's
I know
Rio,
you don't.
but she's so small that I can't see her, so. And also the guy, or the, oh, I said guy. Might as well
Makes
go
me,
with
like,
it.
not
The
even
guy
wanna be
she
in
fought to
XCW,
win
be
the
honest. It's
championship,
like,
you know,
what
as a
the
guy,
fuck's the
so.
point?
Luckily
The
for
whole point of the
Cody,
finishing move is to, like-
since, you know, a
Like,
guy can
when DJ
fight for the
Conte's
women's
like, "Oh my
title, all he
God,
has to do is go for
the
that
Devil's
title.
Hammer, like, oh, RKO. Like, that's what it's come to now, like, oh, RKO.
I mean, I already said, I don't care if people disagree with my opinion.
That's my RKO. I call it the Devil's Hammer.
And tonight, is this a
Did you know, like,
commentator
the
or is
last-
this...
Yeah, that's commentator.
Alright, we're good. You wish. Woo!
Fuck you. Say whatever the
Listen,
fuck I want.
the 3 question marks
Honestly.
of doom is something
Then get
you
the
should
hell
be
out of the party.
fearful.
Simple.
So here tonight, Lisa
Deal with it,
Stars
simple.
making her way to the ring. She is a woman. I don't know anything about her.
And I ain't bitching. How about you do something about it?
Listen, I'm not Excalibur, but even then,
Brought it to
Excalibur
you nicely
stinks.
numerous
The
fucking times.
Butcher,
I have so many
the
fucking
Blade.
witnesses.
Who are
you don't
they?
want to do
The
nothing.
That's
Butcher and
nice.
the Blade.
Yeah, it is nice, isn't it?
No further explanation. Lisa
Yeah,
Stars,
well,
ladies
where's
and
my
gentlemen.
respect when I ask for it?
Lisa
I
Stars.
respected you a million
I gotta
times
say,
bringing it up.
You're not respecting me right now.
no,
Exactly.
I'm not.
Because you ain't
Should
respect
I?
me.
I'm confused. Nonetheless, whoa, we got Terminator in the building. Never mind. That reminds me, the new Terminator, don't watch it.
No, I know.
It's just a rejected version of what was, milking every
won't
single
say no
last
more
drop
about
of
it. I
nostalgia
won't say
out
no
of the
more.
media. But nonetheless,
Sure you
here
won't.
is... I already forgot her name. Wow.
So
I know,
is
that's
NXT
what's
gonna be like
impressive.
how
I already
NXT is
read it,
now?
and then
we
I'm
can
just
like
like,
move down if we want.
who knows? As the fire is lit.
All right, let me know
As
what
she
it is.
makes... They're dorking me up. They're dorking me up here.
Yeah, let me know when
Just
like
trying to get a straight face here. Assassin, your co-workers are very hard. These guys are not Vince McMahon. They're not. These guys aren't screaming at me. They're trying to make me laugh.
Yeah,
it's very messed up.
That's pretty usual.
It's very messed up indeed. But nonetheless, we're here on Thursday with the Pyromaniac, who's channeling her inner pain. But certainly the horrifying tributes of twisted, sick tributes to possibly Venom. I don't know. I'm having a hard time deciding. So here we go. Beauty Stone clearly having the height advantage. Probably the weight. And now taking down Lisa Stars. Stars rolling to her feet. Kick to the leg. Lisa Stars, both women choosing to wear masks. That could impair their vision, perhaps. Bold choice, in my opinion. Lisa Stars shoving her in the chest and dropping her down. That's kind of... no comment on that. I don't think I want to, but... oh, Lisa Stars with a painter there.
What happened?
It's called a painter, not a painted. Enunciate. That's
hey,
Lisa Stars.
D, I need to talk to you later.
Beauty Stone. Down to the ground. Lisa Stars has the controllerly eye, leaping elbow right into the back. For some reason, Beauty Stone is holding her hands. Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. I would tell you that this match is interesting, but I cannot lie. And since I'm a guest commentator, I really don't care if I don't get invited back. For my truthful honesty, but these two need to get their act together to make people care. Because right now, I'm debating whether or not I should care, and I'm on commentary. And now there's a kick to the leg, and here's their opportunity, because I set them up. Here's their opportunity to prove me wrong. Lisa Stars just maintaining control with another flip. It's Lisa Stars backing into the corner as she's got, running forward, an elbow to the chest. Dominance right now. And now Lisa Stars is blasted with a clothesline. Kick to the back as Beauty Stone takes advantage, rolling out of the way. Lisa Stars knee right into the side of the rib cage of Stone. Grabbing her here, picking her up with it. Woman tossing her with two hands. Deceptive strength from Stars. I would have never expected that. She's got her on the ground, picking her up with merely a boot. How she's doing that, I have no idea. And a kick to the side of the head of the masked woman, but they're both masked, so Stone is down. No, 1.5. Kick out right there. Oh, the corkscrew twist around, dropping her down. I appreciate the... there we go. The echo was killing me. Lisa Stars now maintaining control, picking her up again. The deceptive strength once again. Beauty Stone. Clearly, the shovel has been brought out tonight for the women's division. Because right now, the golden shovel is digging a deep hole for her grave. Wouldn't say that she's jobbing, but she's certainly losing. And oh wait, the Rainmaker DDT! Rainmaker DDT 1! No! Beauty Stone at least shows life tonight. Probably the most interesting thing out of this match so far. And wait, a cradle out of a 12-year-old 2! Whoa! Kick out at 2. That was impressive as no Beauty Stone showing life and countering with a Russian leg sweep. Now trying to maintain control, however, Lisa Stars got a big boot there. Driving Beauty Stone into the mat. Stone tossing her over her head. And oh wait, Lisa Stars kick to the leg. Several times trying to chop down the larger woman. I mean in height, not weight. People love to be offended. But once again, 3 times, Lisa Stars is just chucking the larger woman across the ring. Because I can't say bigger, because that's the next step up from an insult. But nonetheless, Beauty Stone countered, but Lisa Stars counters right back. So, ooh, slap of disrespect, and then a backbreaker, rattling the spine of Beauty Stone throughout her body. The symptoms could be numbness, possibly temporary paralysis. That's to the extreme. So far, Beauty Stone hasn't had that back work too much. And a big boot down in the face. Lisa Stars choosing to go more for the ribs and the chest and the head, as she's going to toss her and once again going after that back. You know, I did say before she was working the ribs, but she's tossed her about 4 times at this point. Cover 2, 2.5. I was confident she was kicking out. That's why I wasn't hyping up the kick out. Home crowd probably would have gone 2. This raid, and now a Rainmaker DDT for the 2nd time. Got him left. 1, 2, 3, and the golden shovel has been brought to play. Read her rights, ref, because she just got buried. Not buried like buried, but metaphorically, like beaten down. What a match between those 2 women. Lisa Stars, the woman I didn't know at all, managed to pick up the win. So maybe I should look into her career, because she just picked up a crucial win over Beauty Stone. Credible to me. Got to start checking out, you know, her credentials. Her credentials. Credentials, Jets. Credentials. I swear, just the credentials. I won't pull a Vince McMahon. I promise. We'll send a cameraman in. Good for you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we take a sigh of relief. And take a deep breath as we try to figure out how this show can regain traction that it had to start off with. There's only 3 people here. Whoa! The assassin? I'm in. Strap me in for this roller coaster ride, because I'm ready to go.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, it's going to be a roller coaster of emotions, I'm sure. I'm sure this match will be great. Pardon me, you can't see because I'm wearing shades indoors, but I'm winking. My middle name is Sarcasm, by the way. My last name is not important. Or it should be Mad Sarcasm Lauder 5-3. Because if there's one thing I'm good at, it's commentating. What, did I subvert your expectations by thinking I was going to say sarcasm?
No, it's very true. Why do you think I gave you a deal to come here tonight?
Because nobody's good at their job and you are backed into a corner and have to get a competent commentator? I don't know.
I mean, hey, however you feel about it, that's how you feel about it.
You want to rely on your own talent as they half-effort everything like they do in all their shoot promos where they bring the camera up close to their face and they look away all the time? Sure. I apologize, Assassin. I don't mean to belittle anybody who steps behind the desk.
Hey, listen.
If anything, you've felt the wrath of my criticism before. Any person who steps behind the commentary desk and makes an attempt, I give them mad respect for giving it effort. It's not easy to be as good as me.
No, you're definitely right. You're definitely right. Yes, Joe. I sent you an invite.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. We're waiting on the...
Huh? I'll tell you later. Just
the fact
join.
That he was replaced on commentary. I took it a job.
Yes.
What is a shame is I have to, after XCW, I have to get on a flight and fly back by tomorrow to get to Monday Night Raw. You might wonder, why is Monday Night Raw on a Friday? Well, screw you. We operate under different terms in these troubling times. Are we ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, matchup number 4. I give you a gift, and that's me. And the recipients of this present are now Joe Simon and Assassin as they step into the ring to clash one-on-one.
It's kind of funny. Anyway, I'm muting my mic right now.
Six people live. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias, usted. Pulls up Google Translator to figure out what I said. For anybody that speaks Spanish, I apologize if I butchered anything. For all the Americans, just, you can use your imagination on what I said.
I'll talk after my match, thank you.
We're arguing? I thought this was a one-way conversation with me, myself, and I. Nobody else is invited. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for matchup number 4. I got no idea how many matches are on this card, but nonetheless, tonight, coming to first to the ring, the anti-hero. You have to know that he is one because he puts it on a t-shirt. But nonetheless, Joe Simon making his way to the ring. This guy looks like a monster, and he's got pyro behind him. Wait, this company pays the pyrotechnics, but not me? That's messed up. I don't get paid enough for this. As makes his way to the ring, the anti-hero getting set for action to take on the assassin. This guy looks dominant. But my opinion can change on the fly. Trust me when I say this. I like this guy. I like this guy. And I haven't seen him perform in the ring yet. But I like how his confidence. He radiates it like the sun. Now, we wait the arrival of a man who wears many hats in this company, but one of the biggest hats he wears is a wrestler. Tonight, Assassin looks to add a little lethal dose and add another victim to his long list of bodies. As Assassin emerges from the bright lights of the pyro and makes his way to the ring. Channeling a mixture of Stone Cold Steve Austin, Mustafa Ali, and whatever else he wears. But he gets set for action tonight on a big stage, Thursday Night Evolve. But you know what? I don't want to pick sides, but I feel like I got to pick sides here. I really do. And no disrespect to Assassin, but I gotta go for the anti-hero. The guy is much bigger, he's taller, and just radiates that sense of dominance. Now, it's not disrespecting Assassin. No. You all must think I'm crazy. So can I, so. And now, Joe Simon starting off in a kick to the leg of Assassin, going after the knee early on. Assassin getting stomped now. Joe Simon waiting for Assassin to get to his feet. Kick to the leg by Assassin, trying to cut down the big man, using his agility early on. He's going to be lucky if Joe Simon doesn't crack down on that. Joe's tossing him, trying to go after the stomp. Oh, and once again going after the legs of the big man. Assassin knows what he's got to do. Oh, kick to the leg again by Joe Simon as he's working the legs of Assassin, trying to cut down on the aerial abilities of Assassin. Oh, suplex to the back. Golly, it's going to hurt. And an arm drag counter from Assassin. Oh, drops down Joe Simon. Gotta say, that was impressive there, but Simon teeing off on the leg of Assassin, and Assassin falls. However, he rolls to his feet, missed his. Look at Joe Simon, just wearing down the legs of the aerial Assassin. Huh? Nah, that was good. Yeah. You know, I worked hard for that one. No, he's not Will Ospreay, but he's Assassin. And I was really trying to put him over there, and you just kind of stepped on it, talking into my headset like that. That's very hurtful. Oh, but wait, Joe Simon just grabbed Assassin by the throat and punched to the gut, launching Assassin off his feet. Man, what are they feeding this guy backstage? Steroids? Oh, wait, sorry. Beans, greens, potatoes. An assortment of foods. Certainly not candy, I tell you that, unless he's pumping iron so much so that he burns it faster than he eats it. And old Joe Simon about to eat a super kick to the jaw that turns it into an RKO, because everybody's got to do it in every match. But a kick out at one for Assassin. Everybody's got to go with the fastest move in the game. And choke slams. Well, I wouldn't say choke slams, more like a skull slam. As he grabbed Assassin by the skull and threw him into the mat. And I don't care what the name is. I'll call it what I want. If you got a problem with it, take over commentary yourself. As Simon rammed it into the knee. Yeah, I'm going to pull every move out of my rear end. And a slap to it. Oh, what was that move right there? What's that move? Name it. Exactly. Really? Wow. I would have known that it was called the suplex. What is this? What is this? No, it's not a stomp. He's clearly grabbing his shoulder and trying to work the traps. Well, he was already doing that. That's what he was working on. And then he drags him. Assassin's contorting in pain, but he uses his other arm to work Joe Simon. And Joe Simon is hit with a punch and a slam there. What a slam as they both lay prone, and a kick out from Assassin at the last second. Beautifully done. Beautiful. Assassin, despite his age, is finding a way. The veteran here, clearly in this match, with Joe Simon rattling the cage, or should I say rattling the brain of Assassin, to the point where Assassin has become immobile. He's become a ragdoll, and whoa, insecurity. Life was just bumped through Assassin. God sent back his soul and delivered life into the old man. And an insecurity to the top of the head. Assassin is reeling. Oh, reverse neckbreaker by Joe Simon. He's looking to finish it off. Here it comes with a thunderous RKO, shaking the ring. No. Decides differently. It's a bold choice. He wants to add the exclamation point. Oh, the slam again. 1, 2, no. Not even a 2. Assassin performing the ultimate disrespect to a man's finisher. But that might only bring down the wrath of God, so to speak, upon Assassin. Not saying Joe Simon is a god, but be weary of the big man's wrath. And here it comes, the catch to the leg. Once again, Assassin's legs have been crippled tonight. At this rate, he might be a cripple. No telling how long he'll take his body to recover. Nah, he'll recover by next week. We're fine. And oh, wait, insecurity by Assassin again. As he picks him up. Kicks to the leg again by Joe Simon. He's picking that as a perfect move to hit over and over. And Joe Simon Irish whipping him and now delivering a knee over and over to the ribs of Assassin before going for a Russian leg sweep. Oh, but Assassin getting a breather. On the outside, got back inside. Botchamania between the two. Corkscrew takedown flip. Don't even know what to call it, ladies and gentlemen. Fortunately, I am no Excalibur, so I gotta call it as I see it. And now Assassin. Just saying, come on. Come on. Channel his inner Shinsuke Nakamura there, but no. Joe Simon. Toss him over his head and out. Turns it around. Out of nowhere. 1, 2. Oh, kick out at 2. Beautifully done. But unfortunately, Assassin stays alive. Assassin rolled to his feet. Right sweep now to the big man. Oh, kick to the chest. And now Assassin picking him up. No. Shoulder tackle there. Clap there with his shoulder and now grabbing his head and slamming him down to the mat. Assassin contorting in pain. Cover. 1, 2. No, kick out at 2.5. And you gotta wonder, ladies and gentlemen, how much pain can Assassin take? Clearly, he's trying to earn people's respect tonight by enduring the pain. But the fact of the matter is, he's having a hard time fighting back. Oh, but Wade looking to pick him up, and an impressive amount of strength, but Joe Simon counters with basically a float over DDT. And now an RKO for an exclamation point. But decides to pick him up instead. Joe Simon. Oh! Whoa! No! Assassin. You'd make John Cena smile. With that beautiful kick out. At 1.5. And oh, looking for the super kick by surprise, but no! Joe Simon and him lock up. These two back and forth shot to the crippled ribs of Assassin. And now look at Joe Simon with his hand on the throat of Assassin and a punch to the gut, launching him off his feet again. Picking him up with ease now. Here it comes with a thunderous suplex, rocking the ring. Joe Simon is just stomping away an Assassin, but Assassin quickly counted clothesline. Trying to breathe life into him. This crowd, if you're not on the edge of your seat, you should be. For Assassin's survival. Oh no! Missed the insecurity and turns into an RKO out of nowhere. Joe Simon saying goodnight, Assassin slams him down. 1. No. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no words. No words that can describe this. 4 times an Assassin survives. I can only wonder how mentally taxing it is on Joe Simon, thinking you've got him at every turn, but then every single time Assassin finds the willpower to kick out. And now you're left wondering, is Assassin going to continue to kick out? How much pain can he continue to endure from Joe Simon before his body gives out? Because clearly Assassin's mind isn't giving out. This is a battle of endurance, ladies and gentlemen. An endurance of Assassin's body. It is now mind over matter for Assassin. For Joe Simon, it's all up in here. All in the mind. Because he's got control. Look at this, a two-hand. Oh, scooping him up. Passing him across the ring. Assassin's back. His ribs. His chest have all been destroyed, and a skull-crushing slam there. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And ladies and gentlemen, his body won and gave out. Assassin falls to Joe Simon tonight. I would say it was dominance, and it was. But Assassin put up a heck of a fight. In a showcase of resilience.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, at my age, oh my god, some things just become unbearable.
I would say turn away your children, but I know no children watch this.
As far as you know, anyway.
Ah, don't worry, you'll be good by next week. Good question, Assassin. What is the next match? We missed you. Glad you're back. I missed you.
The next match is the KO match. Not after I scheduled them. No, you're not. I said, no, you're not. I guess. Sorry? No. Boy, Matt, what are you doing?
Started a glitch.
You can't be.
Why was it transferring over to Jeff Sanders?
I don't know.
So
yes.
Weird.
Yes.
Well, there's 11 people live, and if you're tuning in, let me just say this is the 5th match of the night. And if you've stuck around for this long, I commend you. Because it's a taxing thing, even for me. At this point, I'm just letting the silence settle. So right now, tonight on matchup number 5, we've got Jackmo versus... I don't want to botch his first name out of respect for him. We'll just say Sparks. No, not Jackmo. I've already said Jackmo. I'm talking about Sparks.
It's Elijah Sparks.
Elijah. It's like they decided, it's like his mother decided to cut out the E. Is it that hard to write Elijah? If he named himself, then I'm concerned about his mental awareness. I think I'd be okay with that. I feel like that would be the ultimate dose of karma. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we wait for the loading screen to conclude. Meanwhile, I'm preparing a Tide Pod. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lightweight and a heavyweight clashing tonight. Now, I don't want to put out stereotypes. But I feel like I should stereotype. No. It's an interesting entrance. I already like it. Let's see this guy.
Hey,
He's got the American flag.
Matt, did you read your text?
There is the redneck Jackmo. You might sit here and say, why is a redneck wrestling? Well, why do we have Sheamus, a pale Irishman, wrestling? Who knows? It's wrestling. Why do we have a guy bleach his hair and talk about how he's the son of a plumber all the time? Who knows? Don't ask questions. Why was a plumber wrestling? Don't ask questions. And here is Jackmo. Also goes by Jackson Montgomery, so that's truly redneck. It's like, man, how do I shorten up my name? Let's put it as Jackmo. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I went all Duck Dynasty for a moment. But Jackmo, or Jackson Montgomery, the American, wearing the MAGA hat. MAGA. He needs to. Why is that not the hottest thing? We need that on every shelf. Not just a MAGA hat, but MAGA hat with camo. And you might sit there and say, how could you do that, Matt? How could you sell out to a president? And I will say this, it's called marketing. Imagine the money. He's endorsing on a new product line. That's camouflage MAGA. But here is Elijah Sparks. The only sparks that are flying tonight are the pyro. But I will say the sparks that won't be starting tonight is his momentum. Unless he can win tonight. And you might sit here and say, Matt, who are you going to choose between these two? Are you going to take sides this time? Do you have a favorite? Do you have non-favorite? I don't know who either of these guys are. We've got a redneck and we've got a beast. Or at least the guy who presents himself as a beast and wants to impersonate Brock Lesnar. Who did? Now, I will say his veins are popping. And my excitement is, too. It's popping. So we've got a reject version of, basically, yeah, you nailed that. I don't know how you did that. I was gonna say Paul Bunyan, but sure. And here we go. Jack Moe looks for a suicide dive. Who knew a redneck knew suicide? Thought that was only limited to certain people in the regions. And oh, another suicide dive. Clearly channeling his inner Seth Rollins, where he's got to do it multiple times in a row in the hopes that people pop for it. And look at the beast Sparks tossing him with ease. Makes it look like he's throwing around a rag doll. However, I will say this for Jack Moe, it's going to feel like throwing a sack of flour over your shoulder. And if you don't know what throwing a sack of flour feels like, well, ask Jack Moe. He works on farms, most likely. Although I can hear you say, wow, that's really stereotypical. And I will say, maybe. As Jack Moe went for a suicide dive, but missed. Looking for a third one. Sparks was looking to fly. That was bold. An assassin wants to get the camera over there, and I don't blame him. What is this? Sparks could have broken his steroided neck with that. Sparks is lucky that his neck didn't pop like a zit. Wow. As Jack Moe spinning around and taunting him, a slap to the back of the head, but you gotta wonder, is that disrespect gonna pay off in the long run, or is this gonna lead to the beast being angry? As Jack Moe sends him into the table, collapsing, limp as a rag doll. And now, Jack Moe just dominating Elijah Sparks. And now just, I'm impressed by this redneck. I really am. His neck isn't red, but he's certainly a southerner. I'll tell you that. Little kick right there to the gut, launching the beast off his feet, and a knee to the ribs. Jack Moe has maintained firm control throughout tonight's match, and oh, Elijah Sparks teeing off, looking for a spinning kick. Missed him. Fortunately for him, as Jack Moe, look at this, a chokeslash through the announce table. Oh my gosh! Luckily we're over here and not there. Good call, assassin. And whoa, look at this, a tiger bomb. Probably not a tiger bomb, but piss off if you say differently.
Let's remind each other that this is a KO match.
Does he have a name for that bomb? Can we call it the MAGA bomb? I really like that name. I like the MAGA bomb. Just not because of what is said in MAGA, but just because it sounds cool and it fits his redneck persona. So here's Elijah Sparks. If he's going for a springboard coast to coast, I will officially. Well, he missed it, so I won't finish that sentence. You'll never know what I was going to officially do. And now, Elijah Sparks trying to turn it around, but unfortunately for him, Jack Moe delivers a powerful knee to the ribs. Elijah Sparks rolled out of the ring and a takedown from Jack Moe to the back of Elijah Sparks. And now, Sparks in trouble. Oh, kick to the gut, a super kick. Right to the ribs, and that will drive the air out of your lungs, I guarantee it. Unless you tighten your abs. And you might sit there and say, Matt, that seems weird. Well, clearly you've never been in a fight before. If you tense it up, you can take the blow better. It still hurts. But if you don't tense it, it can do serious damage to your organs. Trust me on that. Now Elijah Sparks. So Jack Moe playing a game that many people know. It's called playing possum. And Elijah Sparks about to eat a kendo stick, but caught him with a Famouser instead. Famous he is not, but I will say that was a beautiful Famouser. Certainly more agile than the modern beast incarnates. Oh, wait, look at this. Whoa, holy cow. Oh, my gosh. Grabbing him by his neck and his whole front half of his body collapsed on the outside. Jack Moe has got to have his lungs driven airless. And oh, my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, did you see how the knees buckled there? Can't lie, that looked painful. He seems to be walking it off right now, but to me, that looked painful. Hopefully that won't play into effect later. Hopefully it's not permanent, too, that we gotta be careful of that. And oh, Jack Moe dropping him on his knee and a neck breaker. Jack Moe clotheslining him out of the ring. Oh, suicide dive after a kip up from Elijah Sparks. And oh, looking for a spear, but a leapfrog over. Wow. It's like dodging a bull. He just pulled the cape back and dodged. A man charging at him full head of steam. A man over 250 pounds of pure muscle and probably 0.1% body fat. As he sizes him up, look at this, look at this. A choke slam. Oh, through the announce table. The second one, the Spanish one. And Jack Moe, referee going to check in on Elijah Sparks, and the only sparks that he might be seeing are the stars. That he thinks are sparks, but oh, trust me, Sparks, they're stars. You're seeing stars right now. He's out here, ladies and gentlemen. Jack Moe, the redneck of XCW, pulls out an epic win of dominant proportions, putting Sparks in his place. And if you thought that David versus Goliath couldn't get any more true, it is evident right here.
All right. Ill?
Good morning. Today is a wonderful day.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get tired so I can fall asleep so I can wake up in the morning to go to Nashville. Yes.
Actually.
Ow! So I can literally stay up as late as I want to because it's gonna be a long drive. So I can just sleep in the car if I really want to. It hit you in the eye. Oh yeah, Troy, you make good music. I don't listen to a lot of them. I went up against a faggot yesterday, DJ. A faggot. The dude I fought in NXG, all he did was spam wake up taunts.
Hey, Killer, really you want a match, but you're not appearing online, bro.
Yeah, it was that dude.
Like, what the? I'm trying to bring Killer in, but he's not appearing online.
But it's okay, he's not in the tournament anyways. I don't gotta worry about him.
Screw it, I don't care.
For to crown the NXG champion. My time.
He is now. I don't get it. I tell people to be ready and they're never ready.
Enough.
He's coming.
Listen, I'm paid to talk about the match, not about whatever you guys want to talk about on the side. Come on, guys.
You coming, Mad?
Apparently the session's full.
Alright, I'm resending you an invite, Mad.
Alright. Cool.
No, stop.
I want to go get some bombs. Let me go get some bombs. I wonder how bad these people are on the move.
Yeah.
Am I correct in asking if
depending on how fast the next one goes, one more.
So the main event is next? So the main event is after this match.
Yo, D.
Assassin. Assassin.
Yeah.
Is this match the semi-main event?
Semi.
Okay.
Huh? Yeah, I had to. Placements. Don't worry about it, I'll explain. Hey, look at that.
About to go see some cheerleaders and some bikinis. I shut you down so quick, DJ. You don't need anything. There's some multiple cheerleaders there that got some cake, but I ain't gonna say nothing. Not since this Dixie video.
Hey, I grinded too, okay? Well, I'm rich, so what? I'm rich too, though. Well, I partied to the year, so me too. Except my first things are better, but
So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Thursday Night Evolve. We are here in the semi-main event of the evening. You heard me right, semi. And here comes Dennis, making his way to the ring. As you see, he's got 2 leg braces. I guess you could say he is channeling his inner Stone Cold Steve Austin, just like MK. MK and Assassin. Wow. Dennis getting set for action.
Boy! Does his
Assassin
entrance look like
set.
Stone Cold? Boy!
Well, Dennis getting set for action here. Now, as for who's next, well, it's not me. It is in fact, I sense a storm brewing, because it is Kyle Storm making his way to the ring. And you can say it's cheesy, or I can grate your head on the cheese grater. So you either take it as you will. I mean, he's wearing orange. What do you want from me? He's basically Swiss cheese.
Isn't Swiss cheese white?
As he's got the man bun. just as much as everybody else, because apparently it's the cool thing to have.
No.
Oh, snap. You might let it down? Extra respect. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. He extends it so far that his hairline drops back. So Kyle Storm, I will say, looks like he knows what he's doing in the ring, and you might sit here and say, but wouldn't all of them know? You never know. Some of these guys might be really dumb. Now here comes, am I reading this right? Chaos? Great. We got a guy who wants to dress himself up with some face paint and think that he's psychotic. And I say this from afar. The guy who wants to channel his inner Joker. Everybody just has this weird, chaotic side where they want to emulate the Illuminati, put some 666s on their attires. Who knows? Some satanic stuff. Some of these guys are just obsessed with this stuff. You have to take it as you will as the audience. But tonight, I can't go with Chaos, because if anything, he's just generic. Because chaos must mean boring.
Oh my god, it's...
Because I've seen a dozen guys walk in with the same kind of gimmick. But here's the thing. If he can wow me in the ring, maybe I'll give him some props. Maybe I'll give him some respect. Doesn't mean that I like him, though. Like I said, people, I'll tell you how it is. I'm not going to hold back with this. I don't pull my punches.
No.
As now we have a triple threat here tonight. Dennis going right after Kyle Storm. Kyle Storm, however, spins him around. They counter with a lockup here. Chaos sitting back, watching like a man in the theater. Or maybe a nominee at the Golden Globes while the other person wins. As now... I mean, the Golden Globes are still around, so try again. Yeah, man in the theater. You don't go to the theaters anymore? Nobody goes to the theaters anymore? Why do you think Endgame was aired in over 200 theaters worldwide and made over a couple $1 billion? I watched The Rise of Skywalker on my phone. What's your point? Yeah, awkward silence. Uno reverse that. Now the peanut gallery is silent. We can go back to wrestling, and look at this. Kyle Storm, with the agility of a panther, rolled them up, but unfortunately Chaos was there. Dennis going right after the leg now. Now, if Chaos and Kyle Storm were smart, they would go after the knee braces. How you doing? Kyle, I don't want to point anything out, but you look a little pale. Are you alright? Oh, good. Okay. He did a backflip. He's clearly telling me he's okay. Good for him. He gets his little participation award, like the Special Olympics.
Oh.
And now, a suplex from Kyle Storm as he got back in the ring on the disgraceful Chaos and spins around Dennis and drops him down. Chaos! I'm confused. What is he? Is he just Chaos? Is the embodiment of Chaos? This sounds like a Spider-Man villain. We got Venom, Carnage, and now Chaos. But here's the thing, he can still impress me a little bit, and there was a strike combination, but he didn't even knock Kyle Storm down, but an X-Plex to Dennis. And now Kyle Storm bounces up the ropes, and Chaos caught him. With a late scissor takedown, Irish whipping Kyle Storm. Looking to drop down and flips him over with his legs. That was impressive, and a kick right there to the chest. Again, Dennison grabbed him and kicked him on the top of the head. And oh wow, Dennis! I don't even know what he hit him with, but that was beautiful. He just stopped Chaos's momentum like a car hitting a brick wall. Wow. And now Dennis, what a drop kick attempt, but Kyle Storm bats it away. Same thing by Dennis. And Kyle Storm drops him with a simple kick to the side of the head. Crossbody attempt by Chaos and Kyle Storm. But no, Chaos battles back with kicks to the leg. These three men going back and forth, dashing to and fro. What a springboard cutter right there to Dennis. And Kyle Storm dodged Chaos's leaping maneuver. But no, Chaos regains momentum with a headlock. Kyle Storm countered, sizes him up with a he hooked him with his arms into a suplex. Fortunately, Dennis broke it up before a count could be made by the referee. Back body drop by Dennis. And a spinning heel kick by Chaos as he sizes him up, bouncing off the ropes. Drop kick once. Twice. Size him up, here it comes. Neck breaker there. And a big boot by Kyle Storm, and Chaos will roll out of the ring. Thank goodness we don't have to look at that ugly candy cane face-painted freak any longer. At least for the moment. Listen, I said I'll say it how it is. I'm not going to pull any punches. If I don't like somebody, I'll express my disdain for them. But Kyle Storm. Listen, Dennis looks like a knockoff Stone Cold Steve Austin. What do I have to say about that? Whoa! A pop-up Hurricanrana. I'll give Chaos that. That was flashy. Dennis got slammed there. No way. Got him on a springboard, but Chaos clearly lacks brain cells as Kyle Storm stepped back. Storm sizing him up. Plants him down with merely a spinning move. The Cyclone with his leg. Oh, wait. Kicks, knee strikes, and a leg sweep there to Kyle Storm. Quick combinations from Chaos. Double drop kick. Both men collide. Chaos with a kick to the leg, looking to size him up. Got him up on his shoulders. Drops him down. Over 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I can't cover my disdain. How do you let Chaos win? A face-painted Joker wannabe. A guy who pales in comparison. He disrespects Sting. He disrespects so many men. That's my move right now. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Who are you talking about? At least I play the part. At least I back up my commentary skills with actual talent. You irrelevant hack. So how much you be a good boy and stay in the peanut gallery? Go back on your leash.
It ain't that deep.
Stop trying to nip on my heels. Hey, Assassin, how about you call off your dog a little bit?
My dog?
Spam the whole damn time, you fucking queer.
Who, me?
No.
Fair enough.
XCW, you think I'm going to be talking to you?
Ooh. You know, that was better than them. I'll give you originality. Wait, I'm taking that back, because I made it.
You know, it's okay. I don't need a Oh. I'm talking to whoever commentating XCW right now. I don't know who.
It's okay, nobody knows me. But I show up and people listen, so... At least I know how to hold an audience on the commentating desk.
Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, it is main
Although
event
I can also say the same
time.
thing about any video that people shoot promos on, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. Those promos suck. That's why I don't make any.
They look around, they don't even look at the camera.
Everybody.
It's like they're afraid to look their opponent in the eye.
Your promo was bad too. Ring around the roses. That's
My promo. I haven't shot a promo yet.
I know, I'm talking to Cam Hardy.
Oh yes, Cam. Cam, the guy who holds his camera down, he looks around, doesn't speak to the camera. You're wondering who he's speaking to, and then you realize he's speaking to the audience.
The last promo you took to Troy, you called that serious?
Oh, Andre Wolf. That name sounds familiar. Nah. Couldn't be anything of any coincidence. I don't know the guy at all. I'm blanking for some reason. Don't know him at all. Not a chance, ladies and gentlemen. No idea. No affiliation. No history whatsoever. I clearly have no idea who this man is.
Just making sure.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, Tonight we have an interesting match to close out the show. See, I could import some bias here, very clear for anybody that's not in the know, because it was for a short time, but I spoke for Andre Wolf early on. I was a mouthpiece for him. Now, I could say that Christian Cruz has no chance, but I feel like that would be a disservice to him. You see, Christian, you'll be lucky to survive. Christian, the only hope you have is survival.
Yeah, I mean,
against Andre Wolf, who is the clear dominant factor. What's wrong with saying Andrade? He's one of the greatest of all time. Got a problem with me accidentally stepping up and saying one of the greatest
Matt,
of all time?
do me a
Just give
favor.
a call out a botch and I'll recover. What'd you say, Assassin?
Do me a favor, just check your message so this way you know.
What? It's for what? Why is this for that? Well,
It's a rematch.
Wait, let me get this straight, Assassin. You want to waste a big profile match like this on Christian Cruz? Because Andrade is the living embodiment. Oh, sorry. Andre. Both are greats. That's how I get confused. I apologize. I mean, how is it racist if I'm praising a Mexican guy as being one of the greatest of all time? Get out of here. Are they both dominant? Yes. Are they both talented? Absolutely. Are they both at the peak of their prime? Of course. Does Christian Cruz have a chance? No. I don't care what you did. I'm speaking in the present. See, Christian Cruz wants to live in the past. Oh, I beat him last time. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter in the slightest. Because here's the thing. The past isn't the present. You see, that's why the past is a mystery. Because, like in wrestling, nobody knows what happened. Just a blank slate, that's how you have to imagine it. But if you wanted to be technical, Andre Wolf isn't defined by history. He's defined by the here and now and the present. And the present he is Andre Wolf, a dominant performer here tonight, makes his way to the ring tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not in the know, it is the main event of the evening. And it is for... It's not? Oh, I was ready to... Well, nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, Andre Wolf is fighting in this main event. And the title is up for grabs. The XCW Heavyweight Championship on the line tonight. So you have Andre Wolf. But here is the man he will face in said match for the world title. No idea. Who knows? The world title. I don't know who is the champion, so. And here is the placeholder of the championship. A man who is just keeping the title warm for Andre Wolf. And you might all sit here and say that I'm showing blatant bias, but no, ladies and gentlemen, I'm speaking facts. I'm speaking reality. I'm speaking truth. And on commentary, that's all I preach. And tonight is the present. And ladies and gentlemen, you will find out that I'm not just giving a prediction or showing biased or blind loyalty to Andre Wolf. I'm telling you the truth of what's to come. Or maybe I'm doing something called generating hype for a match. It's not lying if Christian Cruz manages to pull out the underdog win, because I booked him into that situation on commentary. Interesting though, interesting perspective. Andre Wolf starts off with a kick right to the knee of Christian Cruz, and once again, Andre Wolf establishing control early on with his raw power like he normally does. Look at this, he's got the legs tied up and now working the knee and the thigh of Christian Cruz. For all of you sitting in attendance, I can hear you. I can hear you talking about, well, what would you do, or what would you say if Christian Cruz retains? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will say he survived Andre Wolf. He survived an apocalypse. The Omega, the end, so to speak. And a senton from Christian Cruz. Attempted kick to the back to Andre Wolf, however, Christian fighting out of the waistlock. Oh, spins him over, up and over, and a DDT, getting a little extra momentum behind the force. Smart move there. And oh wait, Andre Wolf catching the leg. Ooh, kick to the side of the head. The shorter, smaller champion in size and weight, using it as agility early on to the best of his ability before he gets worn down by the big man. And the big man is, in fact, about to wear him down as he tosses him to the side, discarding him like trash. I'm not saying Christian Cruz is trash, because if he became world champion, it's impressive indeed, I'll give him that. It's no easy feat being able to survive Andre Wolf, let alone take a title off him. I'll give respect where respect is due. Christian Cruz has fought, and he has won that championship. Certainly earned it. Did I not just say? Am I not putting him over? What are you talking about? Stay over there, keep quiet. Now, Christian Cruz with the kick up there, catches Andre Wolf and quickly turns the tide, but no, spinning heel kick by Andre Wolf as he counters Christian Cruz. Cruz, however, teeing off against him. Leg sweep attempt on Andre Wolf, shaking the head, slap the head, knee to the face, kick to the chest, and a leg sweep there. Andre Wolf has reestablished control over this match. Andre Wolf, ladies and gentlemen, picks him up with ease. Here it comes, a running power slam to the champion. And now points, letting Christian Cruz know it's the end as he rolls him over, knee in the face. Oh, Christian Cruz rolled out of the ring. Oh, but Andre Wolf, no way, he's gonna dive. Oh! Oh, suicide dive through the ropes. As he gets Irish whipped back inside the ring. Andre Wolf looking to finish him off. Here it comes. The end is near. Slams him into the mat, sends him into the next dimension. No! Only a 1.5 as Christian Cruz found a portal back to reality and managed to power out. Now Andre Wolf picking him up, no jaw rattler there by Christian Cruz. Boot to the face, but Andre Wolf still standing. He shook it off like it was nothing. Christian Cruz is having a hard time here. Like all men do against Andre Wolf. But it's not impossible. He beat him before. Christian Cruz can very well do it again. Christian Cruz being picked up here. Andre Wolf slams him down. Cover. 1, 2. 2.5. Gotta give credit to Christian Cruz. He is kicking out of every amount of punishment he has taken. And look at that. So kick to the gut, knee to the chest, kick right there on a leg sweep. Oh, but Christian Cruz couldn't get him. Tries to pick him up, but Andre Wolf shot to the ribs. Oh, wait, Christian Cruz blasts him with the clothesline. Could be on the verge of an upset of a lifetime. Once again, could we see lightning strike twice for Christian Cruz? Oh! Side slam by Andre Wolf. 1, 2. No, not even 2. Well done by Christian Cruz, I will say. I wrote him off, but he's putting on a fight here tonight. He's putting on a display. He's showing heart. He's showing determination and a desire to remain champion. If Andre Wolf is going to win it, he's going to earn it. Through a bloody war against Christian Cruz as there was a flip over DDT by Christian Cruz, the champion. Holds the match down. The chips are on the table. And he's got all the momentum in the world. Here he is in the corner. Sides it up. Andre Wolf. And you can tell what's coming. Ladies and gentlemen, Andre Wolf could be put to sleep with the sleeper's kiss of death. Oh! And the death bell may toll tonight. 1. No! But not for Andre's soul, now with that move. His soul is still intact. As Andre Wolf rolled out of the ring, got back inside, leapt over the ropes, sweeping at the legs of the referee. What did you do, Andre? Oh, kicking his leg out from under him. It's the referee recovering here, bouncing off the ropes multiple times, and ends with a body splash, leaping up into the air. The big man looking to put him away, but no, Andre is hit in the leg several times. Christian sizing him up. No, Andre countered. Excuse me. As now there's a spine buster with ease upon Christian Cruz. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, did I lie? No. We have a new XCW heavyweight champion of the world, and his name is Andre Wolf. However, I will say Christian Cruz, I put him down a lot on commentary before the match, but I will say he's talented. He beat Andre Wolf to get the championship in the first place, but at the end of the day, Andre Wolf won it back. However, Christian Cruz showed hearts tonight. He showed that it was not a mistake that he was champion. And I guarantee we could see these two clash again, perhaps even better than this match tonight. We'll have to see, ladies and gentlemen. I'll leave that up to the man who owns this company. Nevertheless, thank you for having me. I assume this is the end of the night, right, Assassin?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will turn it over to the assassin, but first I want to thank you all for having me. If you don't like the fact that I'm here, fair enough. If you do, thank you for the support. Hope I did a decent job on commentary for all of you snarks. Nonetheless, turn it over to you, assassin, to close out the show.
Alright, thank you, Mad. Thank you very much. Anyways, on behalf of XCW, we would like to thank you all for tuning in. Very, very, very appreciated. Keep tuning in. As I said in the last show, January 23rd is XCW Overload pay-per-view, so make sure that you keep on tuning in for the shows prior to that. And that is going to make our night, ladies and gentlemen. As I said again, on behalf of the XCW, we appreciate your every support and effort. So, just thank you, and we will see you guys in